Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where fans stop being spectators and become the authors of the franchise's destiny. Have you ever felt like you were living one of those moments where time stops, and every choice you make or fail to make shifts the future? Well, this might be one of those moments. Smash that like button, subscribe to Commanders Fan News Today, and turn on the notification bell, because here, every voice from the stands has the power to make headlines. While the eyes of the NFL world are focused on the shine of new quarterbacks, the contract circus, and the lights of preseason hype, something deeper is unfolding in Washington. 3 pieces. 1 destiny. Jalen Lane, Javon Kinlaw, Terry McLaurin. They could just be names. But today, they are signs. Jalen Lane arrived quietly, not looking to draw attention. But if you listen closely, you might hear echoes of another name, Deebo Samuel. College experience, reliable hands in chaos, tactical intelligence. He's not the fastest guy out there, but sometimes greatness isn't about speed. It's about composure. And Lane has that. In a system still searching for rhythm with Jaden Daniels, that's gold. Now think about this. Deebo still hasn't signed an extension with the 49ers. Is it really a coincidence that Lane is training in Deebo's exact role? Or is Adam Peters seeing something the rest of the league isn't? But not everything is shining with the same glow. Javon Kinlaw showed up with a suitcase full of hope and a truckload of doubt. $45 million. 4 years of ups and downs. While Bleacher Report wonders if he'll be the season's biggest flop, we ask, was it a calculated risk or a desperate move? Could it work? Maybe. Could he be polished next to Darren Payne? Maybe. But what if he's not? Then we're stuck with a bloated payroll, a burden on our future. And the ones who'll pay for it are the fans. But the real earthquake is in the silence. Terry McLaurin didn't show up. It's not news. It's a message. His first career absence. And it screams louder than any press conference ever could. 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Catching passes from quarterbacks who looked like preseason tryouts. Never complained. Always showed up. Always believed. And now he wants $30 million. And he's right. McLaurin isn't just a receiver. He's the glue, the shield, the man who turns Sunday heartbreaks into something bearable. He's the kind of player you don't replace. And if we let him go, we'll lose more than yards. We'll lose our soul. Because you know how this ends, right? Dallas swoops in, offers $35 million, and turns our biggest icon into the face of our humiliation. Can you even imagine it? McLaurin wearing the Cowboys star on his chest? I don't want to see it. And neither do you. Meanwhile, the front office bets on potential. Spends millions on injury-prone players. Tries to build identity with rookies. But forgets that the identity was already here. Number 17. Blood. Soul. Living history. Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where every front office decision is judged by the heart of those who scream in the cold, shout in the losses, and cheer even when there's no reason left. If you feel that truth, if you believe this franchise needs soul, not just spreadsheets, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And answer us in the comments. Do you believe Jalen Lane could become the next Deebo? Do you believe Kinlaw can silence the critics? Or are you here with us screaming until the very end, are he signed Terry McLaurin? No, this isn't just about a contract. It's a choice between repeating the same old mistakes or finally learning from them. Time is running out, because when McLaurin walks out, it won't just be a player leaving. It'll be the last ember of identity extinguished. So, Commanders Nation, will you stay silent, or will you fight for the one who's always fought for us? Washington, D.C., in the heart of the American capital, where monuments tell stories of courage and defiance, a new drama is unfolding. And this time, it's not in Congress. It's in the Commanders' locker room. While the front office drowns in spreadsheets and cap math, what's truly at stake is something that can't be measured in millions: respect for a living legend named Terry McLaurin. What began as silence, his absence from mandatory workouts, has turned into a muffled scream from the soul of this team. The foundation is cracking. Not from injuries, not from losses, but from emotional negligence by those who should be defending their pillars. Terry never asked for status, never demanded spotlight. He asked for recognition. And now, watching mediocre players get bloated deals, Witnessing improving gambles being prioritized over loyalty, he's beginning to walk away. And with him goes the locker room's trust, the fans' hope, the thread connecting the stands to the field. Meanwhile, Jalen Lane quietly trains, a raw gem that could surprise. But is it fair to dump the weight of identity on him, while number 17 still waits for a sign of respect? And Javon Kinlaw, the $45 million addition, bears not only the pressure of justifying his contract, but the resentment of fans who don't understand why he was the bet and not the man who already gave us everything. The fans are watching, not just with their eyes, but with their hearts. Because unlike the front office, we know what McLaurin means. We remember the bleak games where he was the lone light, the errant throws he turned into miracles, the defeats where his effort outshone the scoreboard. And now that flame is flickering. Commanders Fan News Today has learned from sources close to the locker room that the vibe is uneasy. Veteran players are worried. Young guys like Daniels and Lane are already feeling the void no one wants to inherit. Because this isn't just about losing a wide receiver. It's about losing our compass, our voice, our soul. If McLaurin leaves, it'll be like ripping out a tree's roots and expecting it to stand. And while Jerry Jones sharpens his pen, ready to throw obscene amounts of money and mock our weakness, the question echoes like thunder over Ashburn. Are we going to repeat history again? Let real heroes slip through our fingers while we chase hollow stats and empty promises? Because the fans have made their choice. And the cry echoes from D.C. streets to the top of FedEx Field. Are he signed Terry McLaurin? No. Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where passion becomes headline and where every heart-beating burgundy and gold demands respect. Because here, we don't forget who bled for this jersey. If you still believe loyalty deserves reward, if you believe this franchise can be great again, but with soul, with honor, with memory, then subscribe, like, and hit the bell. Because the next chapter is being written. And if we don't raise our voices now, it will be too late to cry later. Comment now. Do you believe Jalen Lane could be our new symbol? Do you think Kinlaw will justify the investment? Or are you with us screaming until the final whistle? Hashtag re-sign McLaurin, hashtag respect the 17, hashtag commanders are not a spreadsheet. Time is running out. Respect is running thin. But the fan's voice, that cannot be silenced. And let it be known, if number 17 walks out without proper recognition, it will be the greatest moral defeat in this franchise's recent history. Washington cannot lose its soul again. Not now. Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where every fan is a sole journalist, and every heartbeat becomes a breaking headline. Washington, D.C., I won't lie. Today I'm not here as an analyst, not as a writer, not even as an editor. Today, I speak as a broken-hearted fan, because what they're doing to Terry McLaurin is cruel. It's inhumane. It's a crime against the soul of this franchise. You want to know what injustice looks like? It's watching the one name that lit up our darkest nights be treated like a cold stat, while strangers who've never worn this jersey with pride walk in with inflated contracts. It's looking back at years of embarrassment, revolving door coaches, owners who turned us into a joke, and realizing only one name never failed us: McLaurin. And now we hesitate. The same team that handed a blank check to Kinlaw, who can't even stay healthy for a full season. The same team that bets on draft day hype with more faith than facts, now wants to pinch pennies with the one guy who earned every dollar. It disgusts me. It breaks me. Because the NFL isn't just about numbers. It's about values, history, connection. And when you start tearing down your emotional pillars, what's left? Just laundry with no soul. Jalen Lane might be a gem, and I hope he is. I root for him. But don't ask me to crown him McLaurin's heir, not when McLaurin never got the throne he deserved. Don't ask me to smile in this jersey, while the man who earned our respect is being silenced. And if you think this is an overreaction, then tell me. Who kept this team standing when nobody believed? Who silenced critics with perfect routes while catching from QBs who'd miss wide-open throws in their own backyard? Who played hurt under pressure and still smiled and suited up the next snap? Terry freaking McLaurin. And if they let him go, it'll be like switching off the last light before total darkness. Because we're not just losing a player. We're losing the reason we still believe this team had soul. And Adam Peters, I believed in you. I really did. But now comes the moment of truth. You want to build culture. Start by honoring the man who already built it for you. You want fans' respect? Then respect the only guy who's never disrespected us. Because honestly, if you let McLaurin go, you're telling us loud and clear, this franchise is now just a number in Excel. And if that happens, I don't know if my heart will beat the same for this team. Because some things a fan cannot forgive. And watching our hero discarded like a used campaign flyer is one of them. Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where fans scream when the front office stays silent, and where respect is non-negotiable. If you felt that same anger, that same pain, that same lump in your throat, comment now. Hashtag re-sign McLaurin. Hashtag 17 is ours. Hashtag command with identity. And if Terry leaves, and I see him wearing blue and silver, know this, our tears won't be of surprise. They'll be of shame that we let this happen. This front office still has time. But time is running out. And if they don't hear our voice now, the next time we chant McLaurin's name, it'll sound like mourning. Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where fans don't just react to history, they write it with rage, with pride, and with heart. Ashburn, Virginia, and now with my voice torn by anger, I'll say this. This isn't just about a possible exit. It's an early mourning. You know what hurts the most? It's not imagining McLaurin in another uniform. It's knowing that if it happens, it won't be because of a lack of love. It'll be because of a lack of vision. And that breaks the heart. Because it was never McLaurin who wanted out. It's the franchise that failed to hold on with the reverence he earned. Look at the silence. He's not ranting on social media. No cryptic tweets. No locker room drama. He just disappeared. And that disappearance says more than 1,000 farewell speeches. Terry is giving his final warning. A silent scream. And if the front office doesn't hear it now, it'll be too late. The pain of losing someone like McLaurin won't come when he signs elsewhere. It'll come when he scores against us, and the opposing fans chant his name like a hero, while our own fans sit in shameful silence. Can you picture that? McLaurin scoring a touchdown at FedEx Field at an enemy? Kissing another team's logo? And us in the stands with tears in our eyes, thinking, we let this happen. And don't tell me it's just business. Because if you think football is just business, you never loved this game. McLaurin was our breath when everything suffocated us. Our pride when shame was all we had. He was the banner raised in the storm. And now they want to pretend he's replaceable. He is not. He is not. And if you, Adam Peters, still want to lead this rebuild with honor, there's only one move. Call Terry. Sit him down. Look him in the eyes. And say, you are our pillar. Here's the contract you deserve. Because anything less is disrespect. It's weakness. It's betrayal of our history. And I'll say it clearly, Commanders fans don't forgive silent betrayals. We've survived toxic owners, clueless coaches, and years of humiliation. But we always had McLaurin to remind us what dignity looks like. And now, you're about to erase that flame with bureaucracy? Commanders Fan News Today, the channel where cold spreadsheets have no place. Here, only the heart of the fan base speaks. If you're reading this with teary eyes or clenched fists, you're part of the resistance. And resistance starts with action. Like this video. Share it with every real fan. Subscribe to Commanders Fan News Today. Comment below. Hashtag Dante Touch McLaurin. Hashtag He is our captain. Hashtag Respect the identity. Because if he leaves, friends, this franchise won't just be losing yards on the field. It will lose miles of soul in the hearts of every loyal fan. And when that happens, don't say you weren't warned.